Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Now today I had a video planned where to be honest I was going to talk about a couple of things, and we didn't get too much SBC content that's going to have me talking about the new stuff today. So we got this Tanganga SBC. I don't really understand the price point because it's like 130k, about around there, and there's definitely better options on the market. But you know, if it works for your team, it works for your team. I wonder on flipping what the the upvote percentage for that SBC is. It is a 58%, so people are into it. And I mean, I think for the Premier League teams it could work. I think the links are really nice, and you know, it is a solid card. It's a solid fullback to use. In terms of the options of which ones that you should pick, that's really going to depend on your team. It's a solid fullback. I think there's options on the market that are cheaper, but the links are really good. So I'm not gonna hate on that. 2-star skills is obviously a massive downside. And to be honest with you guys, he looks like a perfect FIFA 21 center back. When everybody's moving center back, fullbacks to center back, that's what he does look really good for. To be fair. So nice stats overall. If you're interested in it, you're interested in it. I'm not going to talk too much about this today because I was really, really confused. Now, obviously, there's a massive, massive sell-off going on right now. In terms of where are my coins, I'm trading with some of the new cards, Daka, Gravenberch, so I'm flipping those. There was just a buyback on those, so I should be okay. And I'm actually starting to invest a little bit in the team of the week. I like some of the prices. So what is really interesting to me, and we'll talk about the market in a little bit later in this video, is that I noticed on the market like today and the other day that Ginola and a lot of these icons were like really, really down. And then I had a couple of comments in my latest YouTube video saying, can we please get your thoughts on that promo, because I don't know what to do with my team. So I did ask around to a couple people, and there's apparently going to be a promo coming. This is not necessarily a leak, because we had known that this was going to come at some point in the year. Earlier in the year, EA had basically teased that they were going to upgrade all of the hero cards. And it makes sense because, these cards were really good. You're talking like top meta cards for a while. You had this pool of probably like 6 players. I would probably put Robbie Keane in there. I would have put maybe another hero in there. And then it kind of went down to like Di Natale, Cordoba, Ginola, and Abedi Pele. And now it's really just Ginola and Di Natale. And Di Natale is very good in these Serie A teams. Cordoba is also very good. But we've had so many defenders recently that a lot of these heroes now, even including Ginola, who is still very good, but they're starting to be a little bit more, outdated, right? So EA had kind of teased something in the pitch notes a couple of months ago that, they were potentially going to see them getting upgrades at some point throughout the year. So this is looking like it's going to be coming pretty soon. I'm also expecting this to probably merge with Icon Moments. Icon Moments are always coming out around February 17th to 19th, so I think it will be probably hand in hand with this. It'll almost be like a hero upgrade promo and an Icon Moments promo. So I think that's what we're going to be looking into. And we'll do a video talking about Icon Moments tomorrow or Monday. I think if I do, talk about all this stuff, this video is going to be way too long. So I want to fixate and like really focus in on the heroes. And one other thing, actually 2 other things. That's why we can't talk about the moments, because yeah, we got to talk about that stuff. So what's this going to do? You're going to see all of the heroes that are in the game right now most likely get +2 to +3s. Now, the rumor going around is that only the one, it's going to be called like the captain's promo, so that the ones that were the captains of their country, I believe, are going to be getting are going to be getting the upgrades. So I don't know the full story with that. Apparently it's supposed to be called this, and it's starting on Friday the 18th. They've been captains in their teams or in their nationals. They will get an upgrade and stats in their position. So yeah, it's obviously very similar to Prime Icon Moments. I don't know how substantial the upgrades are going to be, but I'll be honest with you, when we take a look at these heroes, and if we're talking at least like minimum +3, which I would assume a big boy promo would be, I mean, I think this Ginola is going to be at least like a 93, 94. I don't think EA will go small for this promo, because we're getting towards the time of the year where you take a look at people's teams. They got Team of the Years, tons of icons. So people's teams are very good. And these cards have all been super outdated for a while. Most of these heroes are fodder now, so you would definitely like to see these cards extremely updated. Maybe Ole's going to go to a 90, Robbie Keane. Because look at him, man. Robbie Keane is 4-star high medium. And if he gets a +4 in his dribbling, a +4 in his shooting, and a +4 in his pace, yeah, this is a card that a lot of people are going to start to become interested in. Now, what I believe that is going to transpire is that I don't think that EA is going to change these cards, because that doesn't make sense, right? When we talk about prime icon moments, EA don't really, change the baby icon and just change the stats. And, that would defeat the purpose of EA making money with a new promo. So I don't see that happening. So all you guys that have been kind of asking me, do I think that your hero in the club that you have is going to just upgrade? It's not. I doubt it. So yeah, we could expect a wide range of probably upgrades coming to all these cards. The guys that are going to be the most expensive are going to be Ginola, Di Natale, Cordoba. I think those three are going to be the ones that are going to be a lot. Di Natale should be absolutely ridiculous, man, because this card is already insane right now. He is low-key my sleeper pick to be the best hero post upgrade. Now I know Ginola is probably the most meta one, but man, this card is a pain to play against. I cannot defend this card. So to start thinking now about this guy having +4s, he actually is probably going to be so similar to Del Piero when Del Piero in FIFA was crazy, which was like FIFA 18. Del Piero was ridiculous that year. So he'll probably get that type of feeling. And it's good because, the issue with the game right now is that Pulse Patch, it's so unplayable, it's so defensive. So I really do hope that, especially with the attackers, that EA kind of full send those, because I really want to see, attackers getting massive boosts. I think that's going to be really important, towards trying to break down these drop back defenses and stuff. And yeah, so that's going to be coming up pretty soon. In terms of like market impact, I'm not expecting like too much. What will probably happen and what we'll probably see is into the week, you'll probably see heroes continue to decline. They've already been declining. They'll probably keep going down until this event comes out. And, you're going to see the new factor on a lot of these cards. Di Natale, Ginola, Abedi Pele, Cordoba, right? Like these guys are going to be so expensive when they first initially come out. And I think you're going to see a lot of people panic buying back these cards, right? Look at Cordoba. I mean, he's 260, right? So, you're talking the next version of Cordoba is probably going to have 90 pace, 94 defending, 90 physical, insane dribbling, really solid passing. So, I mean, it's one of those things where these cards coming out next Friday are not going to be cheap. And it's going to make people go ahead and buy these ones back. But I do think they're going to probably continue to drop, probably until Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe a little bit of a rebound and then another drop again. That's usually the trend that we're going to see. So, super exciting news for that. Again, as I said, we'll talk about icon moments in another promo. So that looks like it's going to be coming out this week. And I guess you could say something to look forward to, right? It's always good to look forward to content on FIFA. And I know a lot of you guys that watch my videos, you guys just play the game to collect. Some of you guys trade. Some of you guys just play to log on and see the daily content. Totally understand all that. So the heroes are going to be coming out. Next, two other things that I did want to discuss with you guys. And, this one is a little bit... We're going to talk about Neymar at the end because there's been some updated stuff with Neymar. I did want to talk to you guys about Di Stefano. Now, Di Stefano in the summer was supposed to be added into the game. One of the greatest players ever. Super, out of time player in terms of a lot of you guys watching, including myself, like, I didn't get to see this guy play. But I've seen some of his highlights, some of his accomplishments. Insane footballer, man. Like, seriously, won so much. I think he won two of the... he won back-to-back Ballon d'Ors, and I think he won a Super Ballon d'Or, which is just nuts. So he's in the elite company of players. I think he made the best 11 of the last century with Cruyff, Maradona, Pele, those types of players. So I think he made that 11. He was like a cam center forward. But there was some leaks going around, that he was coming to this FIFA. He was leaked and rumored to be in this game, and it just never really happened. So sometimes the way that works is like rights happen, stuff like that happens. We've seen in the past where like Riquelme, David Beckham, they were added in the middle of the year, and EA kind of like added a bit as some promo. So it'll be really interesting to see when this card actually comes out. We do have the confirmed in-games. These are not it. And he's also a dual nationality icon. He was under the nationality of Argentina and Spain. So it's going to be interesting to see if they release different versions. At this point in time, I'm thinking they're going to probably release him with the prime icon moments. If they don't do it, then he's just not going to be in the game this year. He'll be next year. He'll be introduced as a new icon next year, I'm assuming. But yeah, super interesting to kind of see. He is actually, I don't know, he's not on Footbin, but I think if you go and search, at least on the web app, he's on the web app. He's not on the console, but if you go on the web app, you can actually find him. So if you guys are watching my video right now, you guys can actually just go on the web app and you can see his rating in game. It doesn't really mean much, but yeah. And then there was a bit of an interesting kind of thing going around. People thinking that this was his card. I don't think this is his card, but there you go. There's a screenshot. You can see his 92. 92 in concepts. But yeah, this was on Stokes's unlocked account the other week, but I don't think this is him. I do think he's going to have high defending stats, but Stockdale was like a generic thing. But I think I think they had the player at 6'3", and that was not his height. So unless there was like a bit of a mess up there, again, that rumor I don't think is what it was. But yeah, we're looking at a card like this, and I think, the really unique thing with Stefano, I believe, is that some of the in-games that were leaked, I think he has like somewhat high defending too. I don't think this is the actual stats of the card. But anyways, that should be a card that, when he does have the Icon Moments card come out and the stats, it's going to be freaking crazy, right? It's going to be crazy. And I think there's actually a chance, this one had 4-star, 5-star, but I think it'll be a 4-star, 4-star minimum. So I'm hoping for it. We'll see when it happens. I think, if it was going to happen, it would happen this week. Again, we're not 100% sure when this card is going to come out. And then last thing I want to talk about with you guys today, because I spoke and rambled way too long in the video yesterday. My good friend Obala, I saw this graphic today on his Twitter. So there's updated stats for Neymar. And yesterday, my information was that based off a picture of Neymar having, I think, only more pace and more pace than the gold. So I was telling you guys, you know what? I think gold Neymar is going to go back up. Well, you know what I noticed this morning? Neymar's gold was 280. Now he's back to 300, which makes sense. But even his inform is down a lot. And I said, that's kind of weird, right? Why would people be selling, these versions of Neymar, especially the inform and the wild card, for a flashback Neymar? That doesn't really make sense. Well, there's been some confirmed stats. So he's not a center forward. And unfortunately, he's got a 4-star weak foot. And apparently he's got medium work rates. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? It's a bit of a weird one, right? It's a bit of a weird one. So I don't think the medium is 100% confirmed. I have heard that he's got 5-star, 4-star. That I have heard is confirmed. So you already got a disadvantage there with the gold Neymar because this version has 5-5, right? The gold has it. This one has 5-4. Now, what you do have is a bit of an advantage here is you got the 95 pace and the 85 shooting. That's actually pretty interesting because if you go and look, you guys come and look at my team real quick, you would notice that, where's my golden A? Right, this card has 91 pace, 94 dribbling, 83 shooting, 86 passing. So the flashback Neymar has 95 pace, 85 shooting, and 93 dribbling. So he's only got 1 less dribbling. He's only got 1 less physical. And then he'll have, compared to this card, 6 less passing. And for me, guys, it's interesting because that Neymar will be super fast. If you take a look at this 91 pace and 93 acceleration, theoretically a 95 pace flashback Neymar would have 97 acceleration. That's pretty interesting. But what's not super ideal is if the work rates do actually change the medium, which would be really stupid of EA. And obviously, 6 less passing in the 5-star, 4-star. So it will be very interesting to see the way that EA come out and price this Neymar because it's a way different type of card. But when you take a look at this Neymar, you're talking more of this one as a, more of a playmaker. Neymar used to be like the best gold in FIFA. I still think he is very good, but something that really, hinders him this year is his shot power and his overall shooting. Because it's been on the decline and his finishing, it just has not been as good in real life as it was in previous years. So that's a bit of an interesting one, right? Because I think something that makes Neymar in FIFA is the way he can left stick dribble, the way he can pull off skills, and the way he's able to do it on both feet. And I think, a 4-star weak foot for Neymar is something that is definitely turning me off, especially if he comes out with the medium as well, because I do not like medium on my attackers at all. I can do it with my midfielders. I've been using, Team of the Year Jorginho, very good midfielder. I've been using Luka Modric, very good midfielder. And, these guys all have medium, but their stats are so good in their midfielders, so I feel like I get more out of them. But, man, with attackers, I really do notice it. So, I'm hoping, guys, I'm really hoping, that he's not a medium card. But if he were to come out with those stats, I would be very disappointed in EA if they did actually price it over the market value. Because I just think that would be ridiculous. I mean, a fair price for that Neymar would be maybe 200 to 220, 240. I don't think even with more pay, if they do make it more than the market, it's purely because they know that they can do it with the flashback cards and the pace. That's why they're making it more. But generally, I still think gold Neymar is going to be better than that flashback, even with the pace boost and a little bit of the shooting boost, just due to the fact that he's 5'5", and he's going to have better passing. Like, I just think that you'll get more out of this version than the other version. This one would be a bit more reliable. But hey, you know what? The thing with that Neymar is that it's going to be a way different player, right? The way you're going to use that other Neymar is way more of a striker and a get-in-behind player like he was at Santos, right? It's going to be a bit different, right? Maybe more on the wing, 5-star, 4-star. So, you're talking a guy that's a lot faster, and you're still going to have that left stick. So there is still going to be that appeal with that flashback card. What I would say to you guys is just, like, be careful with any of the left wings, right now. I don't know the prominent left wings in the game, but just be careful, because I do think, being that he is actually a left wing, you're going to see that card impact a lot of players in the market, even if it's overpriced. I can't believe Pedri is still extinct, man. That card looks so good. But yes, it is going to impact a lot of players on the market, guys. So just keep that in mind, because it's something you're going to have to be realistic about, guys. If you do have a left wing at the moment, it's probably going to crash with that Neymar. I mean, I can't envision a way where it wouldn't. And then, yeah, other than that, guys, Saturday is a really good time to buy team of the week, usually, to buy fodder. So I'm going to be looking at stocking my club with some fodder. We had some wait, what is this? We had some crazy sell-off with team of the years earlier. Crazy. I think they've rebounded a bit, but I saw Lewandowski. He's rebounded now. Lewandowski was just under 700K, which is just, like, insane for a guy that has 99 finishing and 99 attack positioning. So that's also why I do want to start seeing EA price point SBCs way cheaper, because now that we're getting so many crazy SBCs and different types of cards in the game, we're seeing a huge sell-off with Team of the Year cards. I saw Hakimi, best right back in the game, under 600K earlier. Guys, Messi's Team of the Year now is under 3 million. As I had said, right, these guys are just going to keep dropping, right? Because what's going to happen with these Team of the Years is every week that goes on, there is less of an interest in these cards. They're less new. People care about them less, and people want to use the new cards. That is the new trend in FIFA. We used to see, before FIFA 21, Team of the Years and elite cards just rising after Team of the Year. And now we just see them dropping. Number one, a lot more people packing them untradeable. Number two, a lot more supply. And then number three, EA just do such a different job with promos now, where people only look forward to the new cards. It makes sense. I only want to use the new cards unless it's like the GOATs in my club that I always want to use, right? So the theory of it does actually make sense. But yes, I'm expecting Messi to fully be 2.5 in a couple of weeks. I'm expecting all these cards to keep dropping. Ronaldo's down a ton. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't. We're about to get a ton of icon moments in the game that, to be quite frank with you, are going to be very affordable. Ronaldo's 5'3". I think he's going way lower. I think he's going to be 4.5 in 2 weeks. So, let's just keep seeing where it goes. Not to mention, guys, we still have these crazy SPCs that are supposed to come out. R9, Buchergueño. So many crazy cards are still coming out on this game, so we got to be on the lookout for that, and be realistic that these cards are definitely coming. Guys, thanks for watching the video today. I really do appreciate it. We have a mini release tomorrow, and yeah, that's about it. I think Neymar is supposed to be tomorrow, so we will be streaming tomorrow. I was going to take the whole weekend off, but I'm going to be on tomorrow to check out that Neymar card before the Egg Bowl. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later. Peace.